It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad. Were you a type of kid that drank a bunch of Tampico or Sunny D?
No.
At all?
No, my mom never let us have any of that stuff.
That's good.
And like if we did have like juice in the house, it would be like watered down.
Is it because your mom's a nurse and so she was health conscious?
I don't know. I think that's why I just don't like sweet things, like sweet drinks at all.
You don't have a sweet tooth at all?
No, I love sweets.
I've seen you put down some cookies with me, some crumble cookies.
Easy.
Hey, man, I'm not trying to criticize. You know I love cookies just as much as you. I'm the one here drinking straight up guava juice.
Delicious.
Not even diluted or anything.
See, I would have to put water in it.
I don't know. It tastes so good.
It's good, but then like imagine how many wonderful sips you could have if you just added water.
I mean, I guess I could dilute it. That's savoring the flavor. I was the type of kid that thought all juice was healthy because it came from fruit. And no kid is actually reading the ingredients on the back.
And you believed the food pyramid, didn't you?
I don't know. It was a pretty picture to me, but I didn't really scrutinize it.
They don't even use the food pyramid anymore.
What do you mean?
It's not the pyramid.
What is it, different shape?
It's like a panel now.
Can you break it down? Do you know it?
Well, obviously it's like the grains, the proteins, and then I forgot what else is on it. What else is on the period? Like the fishes and omega-3s and stuff and all that good stuff.
Well, did you believe the pyramid? Were you into the food pyramid scheme as a kid?
Honestly, I was just a fat kid, so no, obviously I didn't.
Ooh, what were you eating? What was fat kid Otis eating?
Shit, what wasn't I eating?
Let's say like let's paint a picture.
All right.
It's summertime, summer vacation.
Yeah.
You're at home. You're playing video games.
Yeah.
You got the homies over. It's potentially a sleepover. And you guys are playing.
You know I have the Hotpockets.
Hotpockets.
I have the pizza rolls.
Okay. Tostitos pizza rolls.
Oh, yes, indeed. And then I probably had a bunch of dinosaur chicken nuggets.
You're lucky. Yeah. I never had the dinosaur chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of lean pockets instead of hot pockets. And I thought that was a healthier choice.
They probably are.
I mean, in comparison to Hot Pockets, yeah, but I was still putting those down like no one's business.
I mean, so was I.
Were you?
I oddly love frozen food.
Like you were a TV dinner type of kid?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's like weird, right?
I mean, like that was my last resort was a TV dinner.
I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was like convenient. Like if my parents were busy, obviously I didn't have anything. Like I didn't know how to cook back then.
Yeah.
And so, and this is post, grandparents living with us.
Okay.
So I didn't know how to cook.
So were you content or did you love these TV dinners?
I think I was content, but then also going to my friend's house. Like one of my friends, Matthew, shout out Matthew Posey.
Shout out.
His mom would cook the most amazing homemade dinners from scratch. So I would like always go to his house, but like contingent of that, like I was always helping with chores.
Oh,
like
of course.
I was helping fold their laundry.
You got to do your part. You got to do your part.
But like she always was baking something. She was always making like homemade pot pie, and I was like, oh,
nice.
Like these very like hearty
What
homemade
ethnicity
meals.
was this family?
What do you think?
You said Matthew Posey?
Posey. Yeah.
White.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Going to those white houses?
Bro, it felt
weird.
Yeah.
It was
different.
So growing up, I mean, you know my neighbors because you live right down the street from me. To my right was George Huo.
Yep.
Shout out to George Huo. You haven't returned any of my calls or text messages in 5 years. Are you alive?
He's probably saving the world.
But that was a super Chinese household. The most, I've seen him get kung fu kicked with a slipper by his mom multiple times, and they had a ping pong table in the garage and whatnot. And his dad played with the ping pong table upside down. The most Asian household I've ever.
A professional ping pong player.
I felt comfortable there because it was an Asian household and like it wasn't necessarily like organized and like you didn't feel like if you moved something or changed something about the house that it was like really changing the house. But then across the street was Alex Fannin, and this was the whitest house in the world because you go in, everything's pristine. One of those households that once it hits 5:30 dinner time, usually in an Asian household, they say, hey, do you want to like join for dinner?
Yeah.
But in this household, they're just like, hey, Christian, in about 30 minutes, it's dinner time. Are your parents... Were they cooking you dinner? And I'd be like, you know what, Mr. Fannin, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Is that how? But obviously, at Matthew Posey's house,
yes,
you were allowed to stay for dinner.
Oh, all the time, dinner,
Nice.
lunch. Like he was probably one of my good childhood best friends. So I was always at his house. I would even go to his house before school. like before school.
But school is at like 8 in the morning.
Yeah, so my parents, like, if my parents had work in the morning, they would drop me off
that early.
that early.
What do you do? What does a kid do right before school?
This is how you know you were real best friends. I would spend the night at his house on school nights.
On school nights?
On school nights.
That's illegal, dude. What?
Dude, wild, right?
That's it. My parents would never let me do that.
That's what I'm saying. It was like wild. Or like I would spend the night at his house, and like I just fondly remember like we were going to Arkansas the next morning, but I really wanted to spend the night at Matthew. And like they picked us up at so early, like 6 o'clock, which, you know, it's not that early anymore for a flight, if you really think about it.
For a flight, no, because we're adults. And
yeah, but as a kid, I was like, so we would wake up. We were playing Mario Kart on the N64, and I remember my parents like, all right, we're here to pick up Otis.
How old were you at this time?
I mean, I was still in elementary school.
And at this time, you had the discipline to wake up before 6 o'clock to make a flight to
Miss Posey was a wonderful woman and woke me up.
Oh, my gosh. That's good. No wonder it was very, like, you guys
It was
were very
like, we would walk to his house from Pennycook. Because he lived close enough to where we would walk.
Yeah.
So it was very, very fond memories with this guy. Like, unfortunately, we don't keep up, but you're still my boy, Matt. I still love you.
Send this to him.
Yes.
Send this to him, and we'll have sleepovers with this guy.
That's my boy.
Should I be jealous? Is this guy in competition of a best friend slot?
No.
Do I kind of fuck up Matthew Posey?
Hide, Matt.
Run. No, I've never been in a fight. Still,
yeah, it's overrated.
I know. I don't want to anymore, but I feel safe with you, so I don't think I ever need to be in a fight. But if I'm ever in danger, I'm gonna hit you up, and you're gonna tackle the fuck out of the guy.
And we're gonna go hide together.
Oh, we'll hide together. No, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna hide.
Because Otis, you from the 707. You're from Vallejo.
You're from the 707 too.
No, I'm from like the 925 Pittsburgh.
The Yak.
The Yak?
The Yak.
Who calls it what?
It's one of the two. I don't know. I'm not from Antioch.
Oh, do people call Antioch the Yak?
Like that.
Whoa, man, I'm not even with the times, man.
Yeah.
You think I would have been a different person if I stayed in Antioch, Pittsburgh?
No, I don't think so.
No, you think I would have turned out exactly the same?
Yeah, I think so.
When I first started dating Melissa, her friends said, I really like your boyfriend. He sounds like a superhero. And that made me feel... No, that sounds like a compliment.
Yeah,
but when I thought about it more, it just made me think like, oh, I think they're saying Christian is proper and he's whitewashed because I pronounce everything.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what it means. I think it's actually a compliment.
Really?
Yeah. It's like you know how I talk about like voice acting?
Yeah.
It's like you have a superhero voice. So if you wanted to voice act, you could be a superhero.
I wish I had the physique to be a superhero.
Your brother does.
My brother does. Every single time. That guy has just turned into
He's built like an action figure.
He is an action figure.
It's very impressive.
He wants his it's weird that I'm putting his business out there, but I think his lifelong dream, he said, my lifelong dream is to be an underwear model.
I think he's there.
And I think he's there. Yeah, I think he could do it, and I think he just needs to set his mind to it. And I think he has enough free time to do it.
JR, if you want me to take your pictures, I'll be more than happy. This could put me on the map.
Hey, did you take photos for Christian's older brother?
Did. Yeah, I did.
Wow, that's really cool. Hey, can you take pictures for my chiseled older brother?
Yeah. Or my chiseled girlfriend, of course.
Well, I don't think I could ever be a photographer because, like an underwear or like a model photographer, because I think I'd just be blushing the whole time.
I think I could.
You think you could professionally do it?
I mean, I don't have the skills to do it, but I think I could.
Because I think in this day and age where it's a little sensitive, you got to be like, I'm just afraid to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing.
The way I look, like, I feel like this underwear has like this weird taboo. Unfortunately, but it's like with what men and women are wearing at beaches now. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like guys wear Speedos, which is cool. I used to rock a Speedo back in the day.
Would you rock a Speedo today?
Fuck no.
I was hoping you say fuck yes.
Okay, maybe if I drank.
If we both rocked Speedos at the actually that'd make us look like a couple, just like a gay couple on the beach.
Matching Speedos.
Hey, yeah.
Nice. But maybe if you gave me like a few more months to get in shape. I'd rock a Speedo.
Okay.
Or like the jammer, like the pseudo Speedo, like just enough thigh is covered to where it's just not like underwear.
How about Hoochie Daddy shorts? Hoochie Daddy shorts are in season.
Oh yeah.
Well, not right now because it's storming and raining, but like
I'd rock those.
Hoochie Daddy shorts are the new thing that's causing waterfalls amongst the females.
Yeah, I'd rock those.
Supposedly, I know because we just did legs today.
Oh. Friends don't let friends skip leg day.
No,
Facts.
and we were not pushing anything crazy heavy.
No, I'm easing into it.
We're both just kind of like, I'm not. Let's work on it a little bit, but let's not push ourselves.
I want to be able to walk a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I know it was tough. And we saw yesterday some dude pushing 3 to 4 plates on the bench.
I think he had 4 plates.
What a monster!
I know
that guy with he needed no spotter at
350.
3 plates.
Yeah, he was no spot at 315. Very impressive.
4 plates. He was just like, yeah, I'll need a spot.
Take a spot.
I'll take a spot, bro.
I think he repped it.
He's a big boy.
I know.
He was a big boy.
That's pure strength.
But you're right. We're gonna get into shape so that we could get into these hoochie daddy shorts, so we can wear Speedos at the beach. When I went to San Diego last year, it was crazy. I went to the beach, and this is how lax society is getting, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But I thought I was seeing it was a mirage. I thought I was in an oasis, but I was standing talking to Melissa at the beach, and as I look in the distance, I look, and I'm like, why does that woman look topless? And I'm like, maybe there's just a bunch of water on my glasses. I wiped the water off of my glasses, and she's still topless. And I'm like, maybe it's just a nude colored top. Maybe. And then no, there was nipples. I definitely saw nipples.
Free the nip.
And I was talking to Melissa, and Melissa was like, "Did you see this?" And she was like, "Yeah, I see this." And she was like, "Do you see this?" And I was like, "Yeah, duh, I see this." But I thought that the waves had washed away her top.
That's fair.
And someone needs to tell her. Not that I went to go tell her. I could not be
I was like,
excuse me, miss. Where's your top? No, this girl just did not give a shit. She walked back to her to her beach blanket with her friend and just sunbathed.
Was she hot? Was she good looking?
Yes.
Good for her.
Yes.
Good for her.
I ended up telling my cousins that I went with, and they're all just pretending to stretch so that they could look for this woman.
Of course.
But free the nipple, man.
Hey, whatever works for you.
Yes.
Honestly.
If were you the type of kid that no, you were a swimmer.
Yeah.
And you were fine with swimming without a shirt.
Yeah, because it got to the point at an early age, at a young age, it didn't matter. You weren't you don't really understand physique or body composition at that age when I was swimming.
Yeah,
and I was actually a pretty good swimmer, oddly enough. But once I started getting older, and I started realizing and I wasn't competitive anymore, for my age group, I started realizing all the fast kids are at that time probably 5'8", really tall for your age.
Wow.
Right? And lean, started to have 6-packs. And I was like,
Were you a chubby?
Yeah, I was always chubby.
Always? You never had a 6-pack? You know how there's some kids that just are
right out
lean?
of boot camp, I was pretty lean. I was very close to having a 6-pack.
Stop, really?
Yeah,
you
I was
almost
very
had a 6-pack?
close. Yeah, very close.
Uh-huh. But then, wait, so you said as a kid, no one knows anything about body composition or anything like that?
No, you don't realize, you understand people are bigger, some people are taller, but, you don't, that's something you're kind of taught if you think about it.
Were you bullied for your weight ever as a kid?
No, because I was actually bigger than most people as a kid.
Lucky you.
And, as you can tell, I haven't changed much. I didn't really when people made fun of me, so then I would talk shit. And
you stand your ground, obviously,
yeah.
And no one ever really tries to make fun of you for your weight, except for Alejandro. But that guy's
who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
This is my podcast.
He's not in the
now.
room. No, Alejandro's sick. He's sick, guys.
So I'm filling in.
Yeah,
so.
But I was bullied a bunch, so I was fully aware of my body composition at a very young age. I knew that it was probably unnatural to be 3 digits at the 3rd grade in terms of pounds. And I was insecure enough to wear a t-shirt to the pool. I was doing it's like I was doing a wet t-shirt contest, just wearing a white tee to the pool. And it doesn't matter because a wet t-shirt still conforms to your body and your nipples are just showing.
Yeah, you're almost better off just not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, I should have done that.
That's all right.
I know. I should have rocked it confidently.
Sucks. That sucks that you were made fun of or bullied for that.
Yeah.
I think there were times that I was bullied. So, fun fact, I never ate a Twinkie growing up.
Whoa.
Because sometimes if I was getting bullied, it'd be like, hey, fat kid, go eat a Twinkie, or Otis, go eat a Twinkie. Mm-hmm. So, in my head, I was like, I'm never going to eat a Twinkie.
Holy shit. So, when did you finally have a Twinkie?
I didn't have a Twinkie until I joined the army.
That's
2000,
really
like,
late in life.
2011.
What was your experience?
That was cool.
That's kind of what Twinkies are, yeah.
It was like it was just sponge cake with whipped cream.
It's not that big of a deal, man.
No, but I don't know what the association between like bigger people and like Twinkies were. But like that was the joke, and I'm like, no, I've never even had a Twinkie, so you can't even say that. Like that was the thing.
Yeah,
like,
I think because it's just has zero nutrition whatsoever. But even then, like if you're gonna make fun of a fat kid and associate them with the snack, at least choose a really good snack. Like tell me, like a fat kid snack that I was associated with for being a fat kid, and which was very accurate, was the Costco chicken bake.
I like that. That was good.
Right? When's the last time you had a Costco chicken bake?
I think like 2 months ago, my dad like showed up and had them. I was like, oh, cool. I ate
Still not bad, huh?
No,
and you dip it into Caesar sauce?
No, I never did that.
You never did that?
No, I just ate the
That's a
chicken bake
fat
straight
kid
up.
hack you got to do. Dip it into Caesar sauce and take a bite. In Japan, at the
Man,
Costco
the
Japan,
Asians have all the good stuff.
bulgogi bakes.
Bro.
Instead of a chicken bake, it's a bulgogi bake.
Let's go to Japan.
I would love to go to Japan.
It's like maybe number 2 or 3 on my Asia to go list. Right
What was
now.
number 1?
I need to go to Singapore
Why Singapore?
because I got robbed. I need to go to Singapore.
Oh, because you were
I was
supposed
supposed to go to Singapore, so it's
Yeah.
like I need to go. I probably would go to Japan first, actually.
Before that?
Yeah, I would go to Japan, and then Singapore or Korea.
Japan, I hear great things about. Well, like a lot of countries in Asia, but Japan specifically, like they have a really good culture because here there's so much trash. The streets are dirty. Let's take San Francisco. They clean, but not because it's against the law, but because that's the culture.
Did you hear about what they did at the World Cup?
What?
They stayed after the game.
Stop.
And picked up the trash
Stop.
at this recent World Cup.
Really?
Swear to God, yeah.
And can you imagine how much trash is just left behind by those goddamn heathens?
They literally stayed, and they brought their own garbage bags
Uh-huh.
to pick up trash afterwards.
What good
It's
people.
just the culture. Like, they have excellent culture. Not everything's probably great about every culture, but as a whole, I feel like what I know and what's put out there, excellent culture. Shout out to all the Japanese folks out there listening.
Yeah, I mean, America, even though like it is flexed to be the greatest country on earth, man, we got a lot of pieces of shit here.
We got a lot of issues in this country.
Oh, we just got a lot of cocky motherfuckers here.
But we're also a giant ass country as well.
Super diverse.
Yeah.
So we
and
can't-
that is probably one of the issues as well. Like if you think about it, like Japan is, I mean, they probably have different regions, they have different subcultures, but as a whole, they're all Japanese.
Yeah, that is true.
And there's not that there's anything wrong with being diverse. I think it's really great how diverse America is, but it's like that's the thing. There's nothing that truly unites us. Like we have sports, like the World Cup, the Olympics, national pride, but as a whole, we don't have like ethnicity that unites us. We don't have religion that unites us.
Which is both a beautiful thing
Yeah.
and a very divisive thing.
Yeah. So
'Cause what do you connect on?
And we're just huge compared to other countries. So it's like it is what it is.
Where would you live if not the U.S.?
I don't know, man. I went to Vienna when I visited Peter.
Yeah.
Me and Brett went to go visit him, and Vienna was nice.
What's the best part about it?
Everyone was super friendly. I was a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie.
You mean you didn't trust how friendly people were?
No, like I don't know. Like you hear these things about like, I mean, it's like that everywhere. Like being mixed, being brown, going to other countries. You just don't know. And then people don't like Americans.
Just in general?
Just in general, I feel
Why?
like
What's our rep with other
we're
countries?
just that douchebags, like assholes.
Wow.
Yeah.
For like every country that you visited.
Not every country, but I mean, like, I feel like that's just the stigma. Like, oh, stupid Americans.
But isn't there like also with the stupid American stigma, isn't there the other stigma where it's just like, oh, you're American, I like you.
Yeah, but that's the same as when I'm like, oh, you're European, I like you.
But how come when someone's from the Philippines, it's not like, oh, you're Filipino,
All right,
I
this is gonna
love your
sound-
accent.
This is gonna sound really fucked up.
Go ahead, you brought it up already.
No, you brought it up. So I'm just gonna answer the question. I feel like in the Asian hierarchy, the Philippines is at the bottom.
We get like a lot of flack for the for like aesthetics and for just we get praised on like
I
our
also want
hard
to say
work.
that I'm half Filipino and I've been to the Philippines, so this is not throwing shade at my culture.
These
okay?
are observations that
Yes.
we've observed being Filipino.
Exactly.
There is people can clock me being a Filipino from a mile away.
Yeah, because you're from there.
I'm not from there. This is just like, for any new listeners that are hopping on because you're on the episode, I'm not from the Philippines. I think I speak rather greatly to
You do. It's just funny.
It's a great joke, but people know that I'm Filipino. It's caused just strangers to talk to me, which is very flattering. But then like other people just like walk up to me and be like, dude, I love lumpia. And like I went to like Jollibee once and just like thank your ancestors.
Yeah.
What do you side more culturally, like your black side or your Filipino side?
Definitely my black side, but I think that's just like being in America. Like culturally, it's easier to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm using the word, but like relate or appropriate to.
No, yeah, I think you're all right.
Okay, to my black culture because it's in the media. It's like not the cool thing to do, but it's like all cultures kind of relate to that.
Yeah.
Like I like hip hop, I like sneakers, I like basketball, I like sports, and in those sports, it's predominantly dominated by black athletes.
Yeah.
Even like soccer, predominantly dominated by black African athletes.
Yeah.
So I just relate to that, I think, a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Whereas like if I was Filipino, like not if I was a Filipino, but like if I think Filipino culture dominated something, I think at that point I would relate to it a little bit more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think that's the only reason why I relate to my my black heritage a little bit more. But at the same time, like I don't know, like the Filipino Mafia in the hospitals.
Wait, what?
Oh, it's a real thing.
Wait, are you talking about a literal Filipino Mafia, or you're saying like the Filipino nurse moms in the hospitals, they act like a mafia?
No, it is a mafia.
What you mean?
I swear to God.
If
you can ask anybody who works in a hospital setting. Do not piss off the Filipino Mafia.
I mean, I don't want to piss off any like a Filipino mom.
And so I remember when I was a new nurse.
Yeah.
It was hard to get used to things. I was stressed. And I don't ever tell people what I am initially. Lord knows. I tell the Filipinos that I'm half Filipino.
You have?
I understand a little Tagalog and my mom's Ilocano, and I understand a little bit. And I've been there. Man.
But that doesn't even buy you a ticket into the mafia?
Oh, it automatically buys you a ticket into the mafia.
Oh, so you're safe.
Because you understand the culture.
How would they treat me? Let's say I'm a new nurse.
Oh, they would love you.
Just walking. Really?
They would love you.
Wow.
They'd be like, first, do you understand? Do you speak it?
Mm-hmm. What? That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. It's like, oh, okay. And so like automatically and it's a cultural thing. Automatically they want to help you.
Yeah.
Like they want to see, their own people succeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's great, but don't piss off. I've seen the wrong side of the mafia as well.
What's that entail?
No help. They don't talk to you.
Oh, shit.
Not to me, but like I said, like I play that card as late as possible because I want you to like me on my own merits.
Yeah.
I want you to think I'm a hard worker. I want you to...
Aside from you being half Filipino,
yes, I want you to like me for me. And then they find out, oh, you're half Filipino?
And you're a good worker.
And you're a good worker? I like you even that much more. So it's like, that's the thing. So I usually try to... When I got this new job, I played that card real quick because it was really hard for me to adjust.
That's good. And being
real quick.
I think if there's anything I appreciate about being Filipino, it taught me some really good manners.
Yes.
I get praised on my first impressions, and like when I meet parents, when I just talk to people in general, like a lot of it does come from my culture, because like my dad made it a point to like, like really, really put your best foot out there. Like when you shake a hand well.
Yeah.
Like because first impressions, they last. They truly
of course. Do. And then like always making sure you say hi and bye to like the host or the host of the house, or like I always make an effort of always trying to say bye to all, if you're at another family member or another person's family parties, like you always want to make an effort to say bye and hello, or hello and bye to those figureheads of the family.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like the matriarch, the patriarch,
Well, this is where it goes back to a different version of the Filipino Mafia.
Yeah.
Let's say you enter a Filipino household. Like, let's say when Melissa first started dating me, as much as the pressure is on the guy in a heterosexual relationship to like appease like the female's family, I have a much bigger family than she does, filled with just women, right? And so when I first brought her to a family party, she told me how intimidating it was.
I told you your family parties were intimidating.
Yeah, but like we're not dating. You're just like my friend. They have nothing against you. Like
no,
all
I
you gotta
know that,
do.
But your family's pretty intimidating.
I mean, there's a lot of them. There's some like strong, independent brown women.
Yes, there are.
But she had to come in, and just like you said, I had to tell her, hey, that's Mamang over there.
Yeah,
She's
you
like,
have to
she's
navigate.
she is the queen of this family, and then that's this aunt. She's the eldest sister of my mom's siblings. You gotta definitely say what's up to her, and you have to say hi to everyone before you eat. Because rule number 1 in a Filipino party, if you're a newcomer and you go straight to the food table before you shake any hands or kiss any cheeks, you're exiled.
Yeah, no, trust. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And so, which is why, wait, can I ask, you haven't really mingled with my family unless it's just like 2 of my cousins at a time?
Yeah, I have. I've been to family. I've remingled before, and I think now that I'm a little bit older, I'm a little bit more confident, and I felt like there was a lot of not proving, but like being a young guy at that time, at least.
Yeah.
And shout out to your family, because your family's beautiful. Your family is beautiful.
Say the names. Which cousins?
Yeah, no,
Which cousins?
No.
You're just one of many, man. I'm just so used to like all of my guy friends. Like
your family have a lot of beautiful women. That's wonderful.
Your body language is showing a lot right now.
Yeah, I think I'm blushing a little bit.
Dude, all of my friends blush when I bring them to a family party.
Dude, it's a good thing.
Y'all are just like when I brought you guys over to a family party in high school.
Yeah, I remember.
There's about 5 of you guys. All you guys are acting so weird, hands in your pockets, just in the corner, giggling and looking.
Yeah, because we're stupid little boys, not knowing how to navigate this giant family.
Yeah.
On top of all these beautiful women. And it's like, I don't know what to do. And I wasn't confident then. I wasn't secure with myself.
You don't have to do much. You just have to say hi and exist.
This is true, but it's like that's like moving mountains back then.
I guess so. I mean, I acted well around your family.
I feel like our family dynamics are a little different.
You're right. You didn't have like a lot of female cousins.
Yeah, mine were like a lot of guys, like John, Kyle.
Yeah.
And then like my sister, who's pretty much another guy.
It's just, is she gonna like that you said that?
Yeah, dude, shout out to my sister. I love her.
No, yeah, you're right. There was a different kind of, when I would go over to your cousin's house or your family parties,
just talking shit.
It was a different, because I'm used to being around a bunch of female cousins, but when I went there, it's just like a bunch of talking shit, a bunch of just slapping each other, a bunch of just like derogatory terms. And like, if you don't get called a derogatory term, then you ain't in the family.
This is true. Remember, you got into the GB club.
Yeah.
GB4.
And we won't break down that acronym.
We won't. It's insider joke.
Joke. But and then did your cousin slap me at one point?
You got a couple of slaps.
Yeah.
You were in the game.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. We still do that. John was just here. We just did it.
Smacked each other?
Yeah, of course.
Like, why?
Because that's what we do.
Just like in the face?
Yeah.
Hard?
A lovely
like
slap?
a lovely
tap. Like,
like an Italian, like,
yeah,
you're part of the family.
Exactly.
Part of the family, son. Yeah. It's a weird dynamic.
It is.
I mean, like, I understand tough love, but it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, good thing I'm dark because bruises wouldn't show up if I got the shit smacked out of me.
You never got slapped that hard.
No, not terrible. I mean, because I guess they would have to like have their boundaries because I'm still a stranger.
Yeah, not anymore.
Obviously not anymore. I kind of grew up with your family.
Yeah, pretty much across the street.
Yeah,
literally across the street, like directly across the street.
So close. Yeah. Was it at first your dad was scary, but then he was immediately disarming after you just get to know him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I bring up a sore subject?
No.
If he listens to this, is he gonna give you shit?
He better not. That cheap ass whiskey he bought.
You are for sure your father's. Tell that story. What's the?
So, listeners, this is what happened. So, I'm driving home, and I see my dad walking Finn, my French bulldog, and he's like, "Hey, take over the walk." I'm like, "Oh, I forgot to stop by the liquor store to check our lotto tickets."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "All right," and then I get home. I look at my phone when I get home. I'm like, I got like a $20-something charge. I don't remember spending $23 today or whatever. I ask him what he bought. He's like, "Oh, I bought some whiskey." I'm like, "Oh, sweet. Nice. What'd you buy?" Like and mind you, listeners, my dad is a liquor connoisseur. He knows his whiskeys. He definitely knows his wines. He's starting to learn his tequilas. He knows his tequilas, actually. This man, and I've loved everything this man has ever bought. Whiskey.
He has good taste.
Great taste. I get my taste from him, mind you. This man decided to pick up some Jack Daniels, which isn't even that bad, but Jack Daniels cinnamon flavor. And I lost all respect for him in that
I didn't even know they made that. I didn't even know they made that. That's the most ratchet shit I've ever heard of.
Honest to God, I've never been so disappointed in him in my life.
So your father has impeccable taste when it comes to like whiskeys and whatnot.
Yeah.
And him buying whiskey, what you expect for him to bring home is like you're expecting, he's always bringing home Gucci. He's always bringing home Balenciaga. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden he comes home with Echo Unlimited.
Oh,
That's what that was.
Yeah. But like, what's like the insult to injury is he like used my card because we have the same name.
Oh, that's fucked up. That is crazy.
And like, I have no issue with him using my credit card. Mm-hmm. But like, fuck, I'd rather you buy $120 bottle.
Did you give him shit for it?
Yes, I gave him shit as I walked out the door.
Did you have some of it?
Fuck no, I hate that shit.
Did he have some of it already?
He has not, but he said he bought it because he liked the bottle. I'm like, did you read the bottle? Did you see what it said? Like,
what does the bottle look like?
It's red. It's like Fireball. It looks like Fireball.
That's horrible, dude. Man, if you drink Fireball, man, like it's even good.
I'm sorry.
Whatever you want to do with your life, but step it up.
No.
Like, let's say
you can buy cheap whiskey that tastes delicious.
We've all leveled up. We've all leveled up from peach Ciroc, green apple Ciroc.
Man, don't bring me back. You bringing me back to the clubs.
You ever had E&J before?
Oh, of course.
E&J. I thought E&J was the fanciest shit.
It's pretty classy.
When I was young. Hell no, dude.
Hey, it looks classy, though. That bottle looks nice.
You got to be as short as Melissa to get that from the bottom shelf, man.
Yeah, you do. Or like SoCo. I thought SoCo was pretty classy.
What's SoCo?
Southern Comfort.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
I'm okay off of that, dude.
SoCo with some Coke. Woo.
No, not here. Christian Brothers. You remember Christian Brothers?
Yes.
That stuff.
Pop Off?
What's Pop Off?
Yeah, shit. Plastic ass bottles.
If something comes in a plastic bottle, the FDA should be contacted immediately.
Man, I just remember when I wasn't even old enough to buy the liquor, mind you. So back in San Antonio, when I was still in the Army, the Class 6 is the liquor store. Mm-hmm. That's what they called it on base, the Class 6.
It's really?
Yeah.
You guys got a liquor store on base?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. Okay.
And it's just like any other place. It's a liquor store. You need a place to buy your liquor.
Did you get military discount there?
No tax.
Okay. That's nice.
And I'm sure there were specials and stuff. So, so the special. So I'm not old enough to fucking buy liquor at this time, but I can drive. Yeah. So I drive the drunk people. Yeah. I won't shout out their ranks.
Oh, you can't.
Or their names, but I drove them there. And we get there and we're like, man, we're kind of short, man. I'm an E3. I'm a private, mind you, so I'm not making money. And I offered to buy something, and I was like, let's buy that. It's military's finest. It was a plastic bottle with red.
It's called Military's Finest?
Yep.
Isn't that a slap to the face to the military?
Hey, let's just say it was a big handle for $10. Everybody was drunk. That's all that mattered.
What type of liquor is this?
It was vodka.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Plastic bottle vodka.
Yes. Good times.
I cleaned my My last year of Davis, I lived in a house with 5 or 6 other dudes, boys, really, and it was so dirty. And on the last week of our lease, you got to clean it, or else you don't get the deposit back. And the best cleaner that I used was a plastic bottle of Zvedka. Just put down some paper towels. Using that to clean the stove. Good choice.
I believe that. I believe that.
But not drinking it.
I don't know. I learned how to drink in the military. I didn't drink in high school. I rarely did drinking. Like
you learned how to. Oh, you had to keep up with your
I had to keep up with my peers.
Brethren. Yeah.
Yeah. Just I didn't know how to drink. I didn't drink beer in high school. If I did, I couldn't drink it. Like I tried, I just couldn't.
And were they like some heavyweights?
Oh, dude, I would say. And I mean, I was getting out drank, mind you. Granted, I don't encourage underage drinking by any means.
No, none of us do, but we all done.
We all did it. But like, those were some heavy hitters. Like some of those people were in some of the best shape of their lives, or some of the like most athletic people I've ever met. And like these people would like run like 5 miles, like smoke like 2 cigarettes, go run 5 miles.
Like immediately after the cigarette?
Immediately after the cigarettes.
How?
Be done, start drinking, and wake up in the morning again.
What?
It's like, just how? So like...
Well, because these are people in their early 20s, let's say, right?
Early, late 20s, yeah. And I'm just like...
late 20s they were able to do this?
A couple of people in their late 20s. So it's like, damn. So I mean, like at that time, I could probably drink. I don't think anyone that I knew outside of the military could outdrink me. Like I could go to any party, go back home, easily outdrink any college kid.
Because you were prepped.
I was just prepared. It was like the designated drunk driver. It was like so sketch sometimes.
Damn, dude. Well, I mean, because we were youngins.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, not that I ever did that, but it was like that's how crazy it got. And then you would go back to work the next morning.
Dude, that's nuts because you go to the military. What did you learn in the military? Discipline. How to drink.
That's
man.
what I learned how to do.
Yeah, how you served the country and you served your liver, dude.
Yeah, literally.
Nuts. I mean, would you say between you and I, who has the stronger tolerance now?
Probably you.
You think so?
We're about the same, actually.
You think so?
I think the moment dictates how I want to react to my alcohol.
Oh, like if it's the right.
So like if I'm out with friends, like I want my tolerance to be high. I want to be able to hang. I want to be able to enjoy the night. Whereas like if we're just chilling, like I won't. I don't know. Maybe it's like in my head, but it's like I don't mind getting buzzed if I'm just chilling and don't care. Whereas like if I'm out somewhere, I still need to be in control.
Yeah. I've seen you pretty funked up, man.
Oh, you've seen me in some fine moments.
I've seen you just like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. And it's just like getting from point A to point B. It's been a while. I think you're a fun drunk.
I think I'm a fun drunk. I've never get angry. I think my personality, like I'm generally a fun person out and about.
And you've gotten sad. I mean, but we all get sad.
Yeah, everyone. Hey, shout out to Drake, man. Marvin's Room.
Hey, be in tune with your emotions.
Exactly. Everyone likes a sensitive thug.
Yeah, man. No one wants a fake ass thug.
Exactly.
Because
I'm just saying,
it's okay to be a thug in love.
It is.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I've been a thug in love. I'm kidding. When I get I'm typically fun, but you've seen me get emotional.
I think everyone's been an emotional.
You gotta do it at least once.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta do it at least once.
I think everyone in a comfortable, safe environment has been emotionally sad drunk.
Yeah. I think I'm really fun in the sense like Melissa hates it. Melissa hated it when I was in college. That's when I really drank a lot. When I was in college, we once went to this concert, a Mayor Hawthorne concert, and I snuck in a water bottle full of whiskey, and because I didn't want to spend money, I was in college, and so I was just like drinking. I was trying to get like a good buzz before the show started, but I didn't have anything to eat, and I got too messed up that like the concert was a blur, and I don't really remember this, but when we went back to the parking garage to the car because Melissa was DD. Apparently, she was trying to get me inside of the car, into the passenger seat of the car, but I kept on running away from her. so that she could chase me. And I kept running away around the car. So just kind of like whoopty-whopping her, right? And she was just like, she threatened me like a child. She said, if you don't get your ass in the car right now, I'm calling your brother. And I was like, no. And then like, I eventually get in the car.
That. I get so see her doing that. That's funny.
She had to push my head out the window so that I could like throw up on the side of the car.
Dude, I just recently threw up drinking with one of my buddies.
What, like a few weeks ago or something like that? Like that recent?
I think it was. Maybe like a few weeks ago, but it was supposed to be a chill night. My buddy Danilo, he had his 30th birthday.
Nice.
And he was in town, and I was like, all right, yeah, dude, like, and it was crazy though, because I told him we were supposed to because he rented out a spot for everyone to, food and drinks, open bar, big fun event. And I told him, all right, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
The night. Yeah, I told him.
We're gonna die?
Yeah, I told him, I was like, we're gonna die that night.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. But he was like, hey, let's do something low key. Let's just go to Mad Oak. Keep it simple. It was me, Calvin. Fucking Calvin. I should have drove that night. God damn it.
Calvin's a motherfucker.
Yeah, Calvin was the DD, and Oscar his brother. And immediately we said, all right, we're just gonna have 4 drinks. One person's gonna buy a round each.
Yeah.
No.
How many drinks? Quantify it right now.
I mean, so we immediately did a shot and beer when we got there. Calvin bought a round. Then we got a round of mojitos.
Damn.
Then I bought a round.
Damn.
And then I lost this bar game against Danilo, and it was for a shot.
What was the bar game?
Like that thing where you swing like the washer and it tries to hook on?
That sounds cool. I've never done it, but I love it.
So that was the game. I lost, and I was like, I just got the hang of it. Double or nothing. At this point, I've already taken like 3 shots.
How are you feeling at this point?
I feel pretty good, mind you.
Did you black out?
No.
Okay.
No. I feel pretty good, and I lost. Danilo beat me. I had to take 2 shots. We drank way too fast, mind you.
Yeah. This is within the course of how long?
This is all within maybe like 2-3 hours.
Okay, so
we're like 5-6 drinks in within.
Did you throw up?
No, I threw up at the end of the night. Like at the end of the night.
Like when you got home.
Like right when I was like, I'm drunk, mind you.
Yeah.
Calvin, I want In-N-Out. So we get to In-N-Out in Vallejo.
Yeah.
And I passed out. Like, I was perfectly fine. Like, mind you, I was perfectly fine. And then the bartender started giving us drinks. And then they started, because they was like, it's my boy's 30th birthday. And then the bartender bought us drinks. And then another bartender bought us drinks. And then I had to buy him a drink because he bought us a drink. It was just, I thought I was a lightweight. I asked Danilo, how much did we drink? He was like, oats. I was fucked up too. Because Danilo was drinking with me the whole night.
Yeah.
So he himself, and that man can drink, mind you. He said we drank a lot.
That sounds like it was a lot, man.
It was.
Like if it's gonna make you. Wait, did you throw up? Was the In-N-Out the coup de grace? Was that like what?
So
at the end made you throw up?
I thought I was perfectly fine. I didn't even eat the In-N-Out. We didn't get it because I passed out right when we got into the car. I felt perfectly fine up until the car, and then I was like, I'm gonna just go to sleep. We're in the car.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want In-N-Out, and then I was like, Calvin, pull over.
You have to throw up.
So he pulls over. Yeah. We're like 5 minutes from Danilo's house, mind you, too. And I'm just like, I got a yak. I'm just bleh.
And I've seen you yak before, and it's like you get it out.
Oh yeah,
you get it out. The last time I saw you throw up was years ago when my cousin had to.
Oh, when I called you to pick me up.
Yeah, and
yes,
then
sir.
It was the funniest thing because you threw up in some bushes, but as you were throwing up,
I farted.
You were farting.
Yeah.
So just like you must have felt great after. To fart and throw up simultaneously, you must have felt so skinny afterwards. Because I know what that feels like.
Yeah, I felt good. Yeah. So
I broke my non-throw up streak last last August, when I went to like my first rave with my brother, and I just got too wasted because we drank there, and then we went back to my cousin's crib and we drank more there, and I only had a fruit smoothie that day and some McDonald's at the end. But supposedly I blacked out, and I haven't blacked out in a long time. Went to the bed, was fine. Melissa said that like, my stomach hurts. She said that I was saying my stomach hurts. And then like I got up and to go throw up in the bathroom, and all she hears is a big thud. And she's like, oh fuck, is he okay? And like I came back and I started saying, oh, my head hurts. My head hurts. And she was just like, man, this guy's drunk. Oh. And then she turns on the light. I have a huge gash on my head.
Oh my God. That's so bad.
It was so
my
bad.
Head hurts.
And I woke up the most hungover I've been in a long time.
Yeah.
It's why do we do this to ourselves? Why does society, like, we found this toxin. Alcohol is a toxin. We are literally poisoning ourselves to get this enhanced feeling, to decrease our motor skills, so it makes us feel
just
free.
You're loosey goosey. I think it's a fine balance. Like, I think anything in small, depending on what it is, small moderation, small doses is okay. Like, takes the edge off.
Yeah,
chill.
Like a nice glass at the end of the night.
But of course, it's human nature to use and abuse. So
oh yeah, we just
whatever your vice is,
we just go ham on it.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I remember when you got out of the army. You were single. You were getting punani.
I was a dog.
And we could cut this out if you want, but I remember you talking about there was some Amazonian woman that was in the army, and you said the first girl that you slept with ever since getting out or joining was this Amazonian woman. And you said that, like, did you have to climb her or something?
I said I climbed her like a jungle gym because she was taller than me.
How tall was she?
Man, at least 5'11", 6 feet.
Holy shit.
So.
Damn, dude. That's a foot taller than Melissa.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I had to climb her like a jungle gym.
I've never been with a woman.
You know what's kind of cool about this is right now, short kings, bro. I was a short king before it was before it was cool.
Yeah, dude.
Short kings, baby.
But you're a good height. Do you think you're short?
I think I'm short. I'm the shortest amongst my friends.
I mean,
no one is shorter than me.
Really? What are you, 5'8", 5'9"?
5'8", 5'9", yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's it say on your California ID?
5'9".
I know.
I
bumped it up. I rounded up to 5'10". And I once had a coworker.
I couldn't pull that off. I wish I could. No.
Well, 5'10"?
Yeah, that's a lie. Straight lie.
Why is the quantification of our height really definitive of our attractiveness?
Such bullshit.
It's bullshit, dude. Girls are like. No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, there's so much more that society scrutinizes with women and the standards for them. I'll take the scrutiny of my height.
Fuck that.
Oh,
fuck that.
Okay, what do you think?
No, I think it shouldn't matter.
Our height?
Yeah, it shouldn't.
But why do you think it's a nature thing or societal thing?
I think it's a societal thing.
Ooh. So it's
stupid.
If women were to grow up and were never taught that tall men are attractive and they just saw men for men objectively, you think that it would never clock their mind that they don't like to look up to their significant other?
I don't know if it's Hollywood. I don't know if it's the athletes. I don't know what it is. Yeah. But I think it's kind of stupid because if you're the same height as me, why does it matter?
Yeah, you're right.
I get it. People have their preferences, but I could have my preference for women then.
That's true.
But then if as a man, if you do that, then it's you're just objectifying women. Yeah. But it's no, everyone has their preference. Just as a tall woman could like a short man, and a short man could like a tall woman.
And Alejandro says no fatties allowed.
Alejandro says no fatties. That's just not his thing, and I get that. That's fine.
I think he should be more open-minded.
He should.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be like, no, this guy has to be this tall. Because what's crazy is you want to know who's always the one asking for the 6 foot plus guy, the fucking 4'11" girl, or like the 5'2" girl.
Very small women.
You're not even that tall.
Very small women. Why do they need it that tall?
Why do you need to date somebody?
I mean, I have met some like women. I had a crush on this girl that was 5'10", and if she were to wear heels, I probably would have to be 6'1" by society standards.
You know what's funny? When I took Janae to prom, Janae's tall for a woman, and she wore heels.
Yeah. I would have cut that shit.
I didn't care.
I would have chopped those heels in half, and I would have told her, just here are some flats.
I didn't give a fuck. I said I didn't give a fuck.
No, I wouldn't care. I definitely wouldn't care. I think it's a nature. I think a lot of it is also nature, though. On top, because let's say,
yes,
is it like your significant other should be bigger and you're the hunter,
and then you want your offspring to, blah blah blah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, but there's only so many like physical features of myself that I can control, because the two things that matter the most to women are out of my control. That's height and that's my penis size.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say brain, but yeah, that too.
That's I mean, I'm working on my smarts, dude. Yeah. But
you know what? Fuck them. Fuck them.
I can't. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think big booties and big boobies are a societal preference of ours, or I
think it's a preference, because there's some petite women that don't have any of the assets or body features that I'm typically attracted to, but I see that person and I'm like, wow, you are fucking beautiful.
What are you naturally into? What was like, let's say pre-Jazz Otis, what was like the type of girl that made you turn your head?
Dude, I didn't really have a preference, just because, like, I think, as bad as it sounds, not getting a lot of women, not having a lot of women interested in me, like in high school.
Yeah.
I think once I had once I physically was in shape, and once I had that confidence from being in shape and skinny, I was just like, dude, like, whatever likes me, like, and if I like that, then it works.
Yeah, okay.
Like, there was like no preference, because it's like, usually I feel like the people who can be picky, and this sounds really bad, but the people who have like very strict preferences, i.e. Alex, are the people
no fatties allowed.
Are the people who usually got the most women.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, like, if you're Michael B. Jordan, of course you want whatever you want, because you can get what you want.
He could go out, go shopping. Go shopping for him.
So, I mean, I didn't really have, like, an exact preference. And like, I had phases. Like, I like, the little Filipino women. Or I like, I'm, like, for sure into Latino women. Or, like, everyone.
Be real with me. Moving to Benicia made us like white
bro
women.
I never liked white women until I came to Benicia.
White women were like rare Pokemon to me in Pittsburgh. I never seen them.
Springstown, and I was like, what's this? I don't know. I'm surrounded with this Filipino and Latino women.
Yeah, it's just
black women.
Yeah, all brown women, right? All women of color. And then you move to Benicia,
and I'm like,
first pair of cowboy boots I've ever seen were on some students in Benicia.
Lifted pickup trucks with an American flag in the back.
Crazy, a weird thing. I'm like, I was like, these people are really patriotic.
Yeah.
And it was correct. I definitely was shooting way above my standards when I was liking girls in high school.
Looking back on it. I don't think either of us were shooting above our weight belt.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, what? You think we were?
No, like, looking back on it, like, to all the quote, I'll quote the title of the movie, to all the, it's all the boys, but to all the girls I used to love or whatever, like, I'm throwing fucking shade. Fuck yeah, I'm throwing some fucking shade.
Go, throw it.
I know who some of y'all are with now, and let's just say my life is a lot better than yours. Like,
can they put food on the table the way you do?
That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like I'm a hot commodity. I got, I did my thing, and I'm in a good place in life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, I wish nothing but happiness and love to all those women
Yeah.
that scorned us.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we're doing really good right now in life.
My turn. To all the girls I've ever loved, I hope you're doing well, because actually it seems like you're either independent and living a good life, or you really found a good mate. I think some of the girls that I actually liked back in the day, I think they did pretty well for themselves.
I don't know how any of them are actually doing.
That's what social media is for.
I'm not that big into it.
I know. No, that's good. That you're focusing on what's in front of you.
So, no, okay. I do wish all of them the best. I really do.
Yeah, all jokes aside, it's comedy,
all jokes
dude.
aside.
It's all
I
comedy.
do wish them nothing but the best, and I hope whoever finds happiness or whatever.
I will definitely not hold a grudge against like anyone, both boys and girls, whether like I had a crush on the girl or like it was a guy that bullied me back when I was in high school. I'm not gonna judge someone now that I'm nearing 30 for something that they did in a situation where we're all hormonal and we're all finding ourselves and figuring it out. Amidst the animal kingdom,
Yeah, but I feel like, some people do take a lot of time to mature. Yeah. I literally feel like I'm exactly the same.
You are
with refinement and maturity, but I feel like in my essence, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah. I think like your brand has never changed. Like who Otis Parker is. Like you never had like a 180 or anything. You just kind of like you've eased up on things that you think that you've eased up on, or that you think you've needed to ease up on, and you've grown stronger in the areas that an adult or a grown man should grow in, right?
Yeah.
You're more namaste.
I'm working on that. I still need to work on that.
Yeah, but you just have like little microaggressions, and that's okay. Like you were yelling in the car today. I forget why you were yelling in the car.
I said I need to go. I need to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and you just started screaming. I was yelling in the car because I had to go take a shit really bad, and you were driving me here as fast as I can. I think you think I'm pretty namaste?
I think you're namasker.
What does that mean?
That means you used to be too namaste.
Ah.
And now you're like namaster.
Oh,
like which is okay.
Found my happy medium.
Yeah, like you don't always have to be namaste. That wouldn't be healthy to always be namaste.
Yeah, I should. I'm learning to react to things.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I think that's really good.
I'm trying to get good at not complaining though.
Dude, I complain so much.
What have you just today? What have you complained about?
I was complaining in the gym.
Yeah, you said
like,
I'm tired.
But then I tell myself I'm not tired. I'm just lazy.
And that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I complain a lot. I know I complain a lot though, but I just still do this shit.
How do you work on it? What are you doing to work on it?
I'm not. I'm still just complaining.
You're just complaining still?
Yeah.
We could change that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
You ever done therapy?
Nah.
You ever done anger management?
Not that there's anything wrong with therapy. I think therapy is very healthy. I've considered it a few times, but
oh, you have?
I've just never.
Is Jazz just your therapist now?
No, I kind of do the most unhealthy thing. I kind of just like ball it all up in, and then
you get mad at
and then
the
I
end?
just get mad, and then I figure out something to release it, whether it be like calling you or talking to Jazz or playing video games and blocking the world out, and I figure it out. Not that there's anything wrong with therapy. I think everyone should have a good therapist or a good talk session with people.
Yeah, and I've been saying for almost a year now that I should do it. I'm gonna do it. I think it'd be kind of fun to talk to someone.
I think it would.
Right?
I mean, or you just need an escape.
Yeah.
A healthy escape.
And this is my escape. This is nice. This is fun. Video games is very nice. Video games are very fun. Do you want to do an improv scene?
Fuck no.
Because I kind of got to get out of here. I got to meet up with...
Nah, I don't want to do that improv scene.
Come on, let's do an improv scene.
I'm so bad at improv. Every time we do an improv scene, I'm just like,
It's just me and you. Let's just try it.
Oh, this is going to be cringe.
If it's bad, we'll cut it out. And if it's good, then we'll keep it in. But if it's like... bad in a funny way, then I'll keep it in.
Aww.
Ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant. Otis.
Yes.
Otis.
What?
All right.
Okay.
How does the suit feel? We are finally going to the ball for your army friends.
Yeah.
It's so nice that they throw a military
They actually do throw military.
prom. That's so good.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you,
Thank
my
you.
son.
What?
I'm so proud of you. It's your date's gonna be here any minute.
Okay.
All right. Now
Yay.
come on out.
All right.
Describe. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. It's my finest attire.
A 3-piece suit, turquoise
yes.
green, tailored by Armani himself.
Wow.
It looks fantastic. One little twirl. Fantastic. So who are you taking? Who's this lovely lady that you're taking to prom?
Good. I'm taking Alejandro.
You're taking your Alejandro?
I'm taking Alejandro.
Real? I thought you. What? You didn't want to take like a date?
Nah, fuck him.
You can't say that about women, hon.
Yes, you can.
I mean, yeah. I mean, no one's stopping you, but like society's just wouldn't want you to say that.
Fuck them all.
Hey, we're just like, is everything okay? Have a
Everything
seat.
is perfect.
Have a seat. There's some pent up anger. What's going on? What? Don't. It's okay. Let the tears out. Let the tears out. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's hard. Society puts so much pressure on us. And if you want to go to prom with your guy best friend, you should. I know it's hard to find a date.
Thank you.
You're welcome, son. You're welcome. And scene.
I'm so sorry.
No, that was great.
I'm so sorry.
You want to try again?
No.
Okay.
I'm so bad at improv.
You should. I mean, dude, it's just on the spot.
Hard. Don't get me wrong. That was hilarious. I think I was more. It was more funny just looking at you like, oh god. But yeah, I'm so bad at improv.
That's
I don't
okay.
think I could ever do it.
I don't think I'm like good at it anymore. I think this is my only outlet for improv.
I don't even know how to. I think on the fly, I'm like decently funny. Like I have good timing for a lot of jokes, like just like conversational jokes.
Yeah.
But like trying to be funny and entertaining on the spot is so difficult.
You get stage fright?
I don't think I get stage fright. Like if I had a script,
You wouldn't get stage fright.
I don't think because I know what I'm supposed to do or try to do. Not to say I would execute or be a good actor, but I feel like at least I know like, okay, and you're going to exhibit this emotion and then you're going to look into Christian's eyes and say, wow, I love you. And I'll be like, all right, I can do that. I can see the
What script is that?
it's the Titanic too.
Okay. But
Yeah.
it's the on the spot, make it up on the spot
Yeah.
fashion of it that makes it very
I think
scary.
is really hard, and I just can't. My brain doesn't work like it works like that, but I just don't know how to project it. Because one, my vocabulary is ass.
You don't need a wide vocabulary
Yeah,
to do
but
improv.
no, maybe not. But I don't know. I just don't think I could ever. That's why I'm like, every time you guys ask me to do like the improv scene, I'm like, do we have to?
Yeah, it's kind of part of the show.
Oh,
There's
okay.
some people will be like, okay, we're not going to push it if it's like a new guest and like they're really uncomfortable. But it's you.
right, that's
yeah,
fair.
what do we?
All right, that's
we
fair.
got nothing to lose.
That's
We're putting
fair.
our heart and soul out there
Okay.
already for this podcast. But
That's true.
thanks
That's
for
true.
doing it for me nonetheless.
Of course.
Thanks for doing this entire podcast with me. Thank you for filling in.
Yes,
Alejandro,
yes.
we miss you.
We missed you. You've been replaced.
Get rid of that cough, because
this
if
is
it
my
don't go
podcast
away,
now.
Otis is going to keep coming back.
Exactly.
Otis,
Yes.
thanks again for doing the show 2
Of
weeks in a
course.
row.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
You know, the way we end the episode every single time, let's look into the camera together
All right.
in 2 hour shots.
Yes.
And let's make a sentence together by switching off words.
All right.
And we'll leave the baddies with that.
You go first.
Otis,
Christian.
you
Are
beautiful.
and
I
love
you
so
much.
can't
We
just
do
this,
forever.
please.
Baddies
You
are
so
beautiful.
and
I
appreciate
you
so
much.
can't
We
just
do
this.
forever. Thank you. Baddies listeners, you guys know where to follow the podcast. Yes. That's at ICBTB Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Check out our merch if we have any left. I think I have a few shirts left. Check it out at ICBTB.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Watch that stuff because I work hard on the video aspect of this. Or just listen to us if you listen to this on your way to work or from you traveling.
It's a good listen. I've been doing it a lot since driving in this storm.
I appreciate that. Yes. Be like Otis and listen to the podcast.
Yes.
Otis, where can they find you?
They can follow me at pics by underscore OP. I'm finally re-editing some old school pics, so should be putting out some stuff soon.
And if you're close enough with Otis, follow him on his personal page, and he'll accept your request to follow him.
That's Oats 24.
Is it King? Yeah, King Oats underscore 24 or King Oats 24?
I think there's an underscore. I like the underscore.
There's an underscore somewhere. Yes. But yeah, baddies, thank you so much. Happy New Year once again, and have a safe January. It's been storming like crazy. We're prepping for the next Noah's Ark. So pick your 2 favorite animals that you want to save and salvage for the next testament. Any last words?
I got nothing.
I got nothing too. Baddies, we love you. Right. Bye.
Peace.